Ha!
I think we're live.
Yeah, and we're back. And we're back. We're back.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I'm back, straight facts, in my bag, straight facts, came to bring the hits, nigga, straight, tryna hit the falls list, straight, yeah, I'm back, straight facts, in my bag, straight facts, came to bring the hits, nigga, straight, tryna hit the falls list, straight, facts.
Woo! And we're back. Yeah, sorry about we ain't come Friday, man. We were supposed to do the show on Friday. Blame me. You know what? Don't even blame me. Blame my kids, man. Blame my kids. You know what?
We're always gonna blame
Blame my
you.
wife. Blame my dog.
We blaming everybody but you. God
Bumpy,
damn.
I ain't taking responsibility, man.
I ain't gonna lie. You must work for the WNBA. I'm sorry.
That's cool. Wait. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's get into that. Let's get into that, man. Because that is very hypocritical for a coach to say about the league because everybody's going crazy about Caitlyn, but she's the new face of the league. Like, let's face it. Every league needs a face.
Yeah.
Every league, they need a face. Especially in basketball, where it's a star-driven league. She's the new star. She's the new, she's female Steph Curry, whatever you want to call her. But she's the face of the WNBA right now. She was the face of the NCAA for 2 years. Now she's going to be the face of the WNBA. And guess who her rival is? The other face, technically, what you want to say, with Angel Reese. Everybody's in the uproar. Oh, everybody's going crazy about Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese has been in the media and been in the spotlight just as much as Caitlin has. Yeah. So I don't like the prejudice because it's Caitlin, and I feel like everybody always wants to make it about race, and it's not.
No, yeah, that's exactly the point, and that's what you ain't try to say. But you always have to lead.
Yeah, I was alluding.
Always gonna lead into. It's always gonna lead into some race because she's a white girl. This, that, and the third. But it's just like it's a skilled girl at the end of the day. And
Facts.
I don't want to make it like it's the WNBA, but all of them is catty in there, bro. Like, all right, cool. The only way you're gonna really make money, y'all talk about a sisterhood, this, that, and the third, is to embrace each other. Like, you don't have to love each other. You don't have to sit there and have that fake stuff. But at the end of the day, if they're gonna sit here and broadcast her games where you're playing against her, go crazy. Because guess what? They're gonna see you now.
Yep.
And then guess what? They're gonna be like, oh, who's this? Who's this? And it's gonna be you. So that's all you really gotta do. Like, and it's just like you said, and like I was saying earlier before we even had the show, every we all know it. Everybody has a face of their league.
Yeah, everybody.
So, basketball, you have a face of the league. Everybody else can be superstars, be as known. At the end of the day, right now, we in the LeBron era. It's coming to an end. We can say it. But who doesn't know Steph Curry? We had the Magic Johnson era, but who? Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Them two is big, huge, iconic. Like, it don't matter whose era it is, you can still make a name for yourself, and that's what we gotta do. And it's just like, I know that they would talk about the rights, who had the rights to broadcast the game. The what team is she? Not in Indiana's Caitlin Clark, but Chicago is the Sky, right?
Sky.
The Sky is who Reese is on. They just ain't have the availability to broadcast the game, and I think it was wrong that they didn't at least have it on the WNBA thing. Yeah. But certain stuff they put certain games on. I don't know what the criteria is, but they should have had Angel Reese's game. At the end of the day, these are two big names in the game. Even though she's a 7th pick, number 1 pick compared to a 7th pick. Whatever, you know what I mean? You want to put a number 1 pick up there, but we ain't gonna get too far in there. She's 7th pick. She's still fantastic. I love me some Angel Reese. Thanks. So it's just like at the end of the day, it is what it is. And moving on, let's just hope they have all the promotion in order because the WNBA should be rising.
Facts. Let's wait. The Cavs and the Celtics are playing right now. We'll touch on this in a sec.
Right now.
But this is what I want to talk about, man. Is it time for the Nuggets to hit the panic button, or should we wait it out until we get back to Minnesota?
Oh, no. At the end of the day, this is a moment where you just got to save face. That's where I'm at with the Denver Nuggets. You got to save face because at the end of the day, even if you go to Minnesota, it just like any other team in any other playoff series, you hope to take one game because at home teams play even better. And the only thing that travels is defense, and Minnesota has the best defense. So guess what? That's what you dealt with in Denver. Guess what? This defense is still going to be the same. Their offense could possibly be better because they're at home. Yeah. So it's like the best you could do is get one game. And what happens if you get one game? You still 3-1. Nobody has come back from that. And the one team that I could see during this whole playoff run, the teams that's left that could blow a 3-1 lead, and I said it last series, was Indiana Pacers because they don't play any defense. A team that has the number one defense with a 3-1 lead, oh, good luck to that, because defense could win you a game, period. Just incidentally.
Yeah. And what's not being talked about enough right now is the fact that the GM of the Nuggets built up the Nuggets, leaves Denver, goes to Minnesota and builds them up the same exact way, but better. It's crazy. Like, no, I would say the same exact as far as like the big and everything and playing through the bigs, because Denver, they have a big lineup. The smallest guy in that lineup obviously is Jamal Murray, but I mean they play with a bigger lineup, and even their bench players, their role players that's coming in off the bench, whole bunch of wings. You look at Minnesota, they're kind of built the same way, aside from the big men. I mean, you got Naz Reid and what amazed me was them not only just blowing them out by being the godfather of Rudy Gobert's newborn baby. It's like everybody became godfathers that day.
Yeah. That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part.
They got smoked without Rudy.
Without four-time defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert. He just won the defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the craziest part to me. Yeah, he don't deserve it. But congrats.
Oh, you're a hater.
I would give it. I would give it to Jaden. I think Jaden deserved it more.
I mean,
it's easier to sit in the paint, bro. It's easier as a big man to not have to move around and guard the best players and come on, bro.
No,
Jaden McDaniels has a harder time on the court defensively than Rudy Gobert.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, as a big man, he is on an elite level as well. It's like you're comparing apples to oranges. Listen to this. You're comparing apples to oranges, but both of these apples and oranges are sweet. Like they're both delicious. And it's just like, we had to pick one. It's not like
so who are you picking? You gonna pick the big man over the wing that gotta guard everybody?
I have Victor Wembanyama as mine.
Well, true. All right, I can't even talk.
So it's just like it's tough. No, but the thing about it, as a person who understands defense and things like that, I know what you're saying. What you're alluding to is the fact that you have to guard a skilled player. You got to bump them up court. You got to go around screens. You got to do all of that. And Rudy had just mastered your drop coverage so good that he looks so elite. And then you have a defensive player who's so elite as well. It makes you look even better as a big. Like they complement each other, and it's just like it's tough. Like, but
not this tough.
We know We know how it goes. Defensive award as a smaller player, as a guard, you have to be extremely elite to win that. That's just like what we talk about with the 6-man award. To be a big man winning that, you have to be extremely elite and show your worth. And it's just like you got to do something even better next season, Jaden. If that's what he has to be even better. And it's crazy for him to even jump another level because he's fantastic.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to lead the league in steals, snap, limit field goal percentage. I mean, did you see what he's allowing people to shoot when he's guarding them? Bro, he's allowing people to shoot 38% from the field when he guards.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So that's only. I understand what you're saying too. I mean, as the big man, the award usually will go to a big man because the big man kind of has a little bit more. I want to say has more responsibility.
No, I wouldn't say more. I'm not saying more.
I'm just saying limit the points around the rim.
Yeah, it's a team effort, and it's the thing about it. What I'm just saying is like as a big man, how does it say it? It looks even easier.
I understand what you're saying. It looks sexier from a big man defending the paint than it does.
Yeah, because you got to block, you got to stop. Yeah, you get crazy plays, and then we know defense ends with rebounds, so the big man still, you know what I mean? Like
the equivalent is a defensive end getting sacks than a corner locking down a wide receiver. That's the equivalent. Because think about it. Defensive player of the year.
Agree with you.
Well, yeah, you don't really watch football. but in football terms, that would be the equivalent.
Which one's the center? Which one's the center? The defensive end's the center, right?
No. All right.
Or the cornerback's the center. I'm just saying, which one's supposed to be which one though?
Oh, you're saying
I mean right.
So the defensive end will be the center and
that's what I'm saying.
Would be
I know offense and defense.
Okay, yeah. Right. I thought you was asking like who's the center on.
No.
I was about to I'm about to end this pod early.
No, I'm not. I watch like sure.
Oh man, Thunder and Mavs, they played next game 1. Do you have any takes from their game going into this?
This is really the litmus test. This is just like we were saying how I felt about Minnesota. Mm-hmm. It's just like, all right, the first round was kind of fairly easy. It's no pushover because who was playing, right? But it was fairly easy where it's like we need to see them against a better team to gauge what they are. Because we was calling Minnesota, they could look back at the tape. I was calling the pretenders.
Yeah, you was.
And hey, look, just don't say me because you was too.
You was.
We was. And
no, that wasn't me. You was.
bro.
I didn't say there was pretenders.
No,
you can pull up the tape. I didn't say it was producer
because
I said I didn't believe in them. Nobody
exactly.
Believe in them, I'm not saying that they're pretenders though.
You threw them in the
You also said that OKC was pretenders.
No, I did not.
I can pull up the tape.
No, I did not. I just said it's kind of early. I don't got them as pretenders, but it's going to be tough.
Okay, so verbatim, that's literally what I said about Minnesota.
No.
So how is that me calling them? If you're saying
we have pretenders and contenders, and you put it in there, bro. Yo, I'm gonna look up the vids. But anyway, I was saying, and they had to come out this series. Minnesota came out this series and showed that they were better than anybody expected they were going to be. Mm-hmm. So from this game, this is with Thunders and Mavs. This is what they have to show us as well, because they were playing the Pelicans without Zion Williamson. They struggled the first game because they couldn't shoot well, and then the next few games it started to look like Thunder basketball because they started to make their shots and they started to play well. So it's just like, all right, cool, but you did that against the Pelicans. Now let's see against a team like the Mavericks what you can do. This is what's going to be the real test and what's going to show if these guys can possibly do it and push, at least get to the conference finals. Because despite anything, we know what Luka could do in the playoffs. We know what Kyrie could do in the playoffs.
Yep.
So it's just like, all right, if you guys could come in, Lou Dort, you could shut these guys down, and then J Dub, you could come in, do your defense as well, and y'all could show that y'all could really hang with these boys. And then it's just like, all right, cool. But it's an uphill battle for the Thunder, despite them being the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
it's just like they're still young, and it's an uphill battle. So it's just like that's what we need to see from them.
I think the Mavs have a little bit more experience, not just on the court, but also coaching wise. You have Jason Kidd, who's highly intelligent, who's gonna get these guys in the right spots. And in my opinion, Jason Kidd has been a huge influence on Luka's game. Luka kind of ascended to another level with Kidd. And then you have a closeout master and Kyrie. Kyrie is what 14-0 in playoff closeout games. Like that's you said 15?
Banana 13.
13. That's still a crazy number. 13-0 in closeout series. That's crazy. That's a crazy statistic. So, I mean, I agree. It's going to be an uphill battle. And you have any takes? Mavs, Thunder, who you got?
Look, I'm going Thunder. I know that I got faith. The Mavs pushing on, but you know me as a underdog. Like I don't care what they number 1, but they still underdogs in this.
Nah, they the underdogs.
I got the Thunders taking this one, man. I just got ride with that.
I got Luka, man. I'm riding with Luka.
I already know, and I was hoping you did because I was just trying to have something opposite. I know. Everybody be the show like, yo, M2 just agree on everything. Though.
I mean, but honestly, a lot of people are calling the Thunder the team to beat.
I don't know. I heard a lot of people saying Dallas, man.
I hear a lot of people say Dallas, and rightly so. I mean, Luka been lights out. Kyrie been shutting things down in the fourth. It's crazy. Back to the Knicks and Pacers. It's a lot going on. I didn't like to get into the Twitter wars and everything because I was tweeting earlier and somebody had said it was a Philly fan, it was a Sixers fan. It was like, the Knicks stay getting away with calls and stuff like that. And I didn't want to get into an argument, and I don't think I did because I stopped responding. But I did say, don't Embiid get a lot of calls? And X accidentally left, I think. Are we still live? What's going on? Yeah. Well, hey guys.
I should have fucked up.
Dude. Oh man, I was entertaining myself. But I was just saying, I just got into it, with the Sixers fan, talk about Knicks get all the calls, like Embiid didn't live at the line. It was talking about Jalen Brunson living at the line. And it's cool. It's cool. I get it. They home. We not. I get it. It'd be like that. But this was the game that the Knicks probably should have lost.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on. And as a Knicks fan, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I gotta stand on it. I'm glad we got the win. I'm glad that calls went in our favor. I'm glad that we pulled it out. But I was talking to another Knicks fan. I said that the third quarter alone, we could have lost it. It was horrible. It was horrible. No communication. The defense was trash. Oh my gosh, the defense was they were so confused over the ball movement and the way that the ball never stuck. And I think the Pacers and on top of that, the up tempo. And then when the Pacers started guarding you full court, that's where I think the Pacers started messing up. When they started full court pressing, we gonna guard you sideline to sideline. Yeah, that's what I think that the Pacers messed up. If they would have, everybody got back, everybody got set. Don't allow Brunson to get into the paint. Don't allow the switches on the matchups like they was doing in the first 3 quarters. I think we could have lost. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of things happened. We could have lost last night.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a game that the Knicks stole. Tough call at the end on that moving screen. It was a moving screen, don't get me wrong.
No, it wasn't moving screen.
You know, that late in the game, like nobody really wants to, have the refs in the middle of the game helping dictate the game.
I get it,
at the end
but
of
it's
the
a moving
day,
screen.
too,
It's a moving screen, bro.
Let's say if they did score, it still was a foul from out of bounds that happened. That got them a free throw, and then you know what I mean. Like it probably could have been going into OT or something. But it's just like at the end of the day, Indiana Pacers put themselves in certain positions to make things like this happen. Where if a more disciplined team and things like that, this game, Halliburton playing better. If Halliburton played better, this would be a game that y'all definitely would have lost.
Yeah, I agree. Pacers could have stole this one.
Should have lost. Yeah, not stole it. They were supposed to win it. The Knicks stole this one. This is the game that she was supposed to lose.
Well, I say still because it's a home game for the Knicks.
Oh, so on the road. Yeah,
on the road. So that's why I say still. But no, I agree. This was I like that down the stretch. The Knicks did get disciplined. The Knicks did settle down. But I feel like you're home. There's no there shouldn't be any emotions for you in this game. It should be for the road team. Mm-hmm. You guys should be settled in. Y'all already know this crowd. Y'all know how the crowd is going to be. The crowd is already on your side. You're in the Garden.
Yeah.
Secondly, y'all been communicating and good on defense all year long. Was messing them up in this series, and what will be their Achilles heel if they ultimately lose this series is the pace that they play at, pun intended, and the fact that they move the ball around more. It's almost like this is the baby Spurs. Like they move the ball around and they don't let it stick. You're not going to get ISO. There's not going to be one-on-one opportunities. They're going to move the ball around, get it to a person that is moving into a shot. Am I going to move into this three? Am I going to move into this lane? Am I going to move into this layup, move into this dunk? That's how they play. Ultimately, that's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you play against a team that normally, like you play against the league that normally has somebody who's dominating the ball, who's going to get something going for themselves and things like that, it becomes an easier, more stagnant game. But just like you say, you play against the Pacers, the teams move the ball, and they keep it pushing, keep it flowing, and they really move faster than everybody else. It creates your team to make split-second decisions on defense, and it throws you off. So that's the thing. That's the thing with this series that the Knicks is going to really have to adjust to, like you said, and make this really happen because it's not going to be easy, especially if you're running the same pace as the Indiana, because New York was still moving too. They was moving in transition as well and making it a Pacers type game. And it's like you don't want to run a Pacers game against the Pacers, but it's just like you want to slow it down because you want the Pacers to play defense. And you want to set up your defense because at the end of the day, both could go ahead and put up 100 points. But who's going to stop each other? I got more faith obviously in the Knicks defense as opposed to Indiana. So it's like you slow it down a bit, and this game would definitely be yours to win.
Yeah,
easily.
I agree. I think that Knicks get past this. Everybody was saying that the Sixers were the harder team to beat, but I think the way that the Knicks play and the way that they're built, the Pacers are the hardest team. Is the hardest team that they're going to have to face in these playoffs because of their youth, because of their speed, because of the pace that they play at, because of their controlled speed, the controlled chaos. They're going. This is going to be this is their test. How can we slow the game down so that way we can get back defensively and communicate better with our switches? or let OG control, because OG has been the force on the defensive end to get guys set, get guys ready. OG is our best defender. How can we get OG on the point of attack? That's going to be the true test. I think Boston plays a lot like the Knicks. It's going to be a little bit more evenly paced. This is the series that's going to be tough for them.
But, yeah, I think it's tough for anybody.
Well, the Pacers?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I agree. I think the Pacers, it's just how fast they play. It's almost like you're playing, the early 2000 Phoenix Suns, 7 seconds or less. They want to fly up and down that court. It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, I ain't trying to. 1 quarter. I'm done.
Yeah, done for.
I'm tired.
Call the timeout, please.
How many timeouts we got left?
Use all of them.
The drinks out of fans' hands and clean that up.
Clean that up. The Jason Kidd special. Clean that up.
Right. Oh man. Final game on the docket. They're playing right now. Celtics are up. Even without Porzingis, I don't think that the Cavs have enough. They're going to have to lean on Mitchell, and I don't know how much gas Mitchell has left in the tank from the series with the Magic. Although I think defensively the Magic was a tougher matchup. This is the tougher matchup offensively.
I completely agree with you on that. Like, defensively, the Magics obviously were higher, but overall, both sides of the floor, the ceiling obviously for the Celtics are way higher.
Yeah,
and like you say, even without KP, and look at it right now, I think they're up like 15, almost 20 points.
They up like 30.
Oh, 20 points.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
it was 70 something to 102. Yeah, so yeah, they up 20 right now. Yeah, tough.
Yeah, so it's just like this is a series that you expect Boston to sweep and just go on. Like these last 2 series, the series before this, you were supposed to sweep the Heat. You let them get 1 win. This series, you're supposed to sweep them. I think they're still gonna mess around and give them 1 win.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 5.
It's not even mess around and give them 1 win. I think Donovan Mitchell just going to go off like 50, 60 points, something crazy.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a game, you're like, damn, this is the Donovan Mitchell that everybody was, fighting for in the offseason. And it's just like the series ain't really nothing much to talk about. We just going to have, I think the one thing they have to do is Celtics have to do in the series is figure out a way to get JT some easier shots, and we just work that into the game plan, because at the end of the day, these guys end up taking tougher shots than they should have.
Than they should,
with so much good players around. We've seen what happened with the Golden State Warriors. You have so much good players around that it opens up shots for everybody. A lot of the times with them, they're ISOing. They're doing things like that when people should have easier shots. So this is something where they should be really working on. When you're going against Cleveland, like, come on. But it is what it is. Like, this is a crap burn. It's just taking up space.
Yeah. They should have put this on a second block. Give me the B game.
Yeah, let us, you know what I mean, so we don't fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
done the real game.
This is crazy. But it is what it is, man. So you got Celtics in 5?
Yeah, 5 the most. I want them to sweep. This just got to be a sweep, but I got them at 5.
Yeah, I think it's a sweep.
I think Cavs are gonna at least have. It's a possibility of having a crazy game, and then the Celtics burning out and doing something foolish like they always do. They figure out.
It's crazy that they're in 2-3 right now and still getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavs in 2-3 right now. Oh my gosh, and they're getting tough.
Yeah.
Tough. Oh man.
So
anyway, that's our show, man. Take us out of here.
Y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and all the above. Your boys is signing out, man. This was a quick show, so you already know, man.
Jeez.
Smoke City.
In my bag, straight fat, straight